As I was about to say, it's kind of a gray day here in LA. If you're watching this back on recording and you're not live with me, then it may not be gray, or it might be gray. I don't know. But we're going to do a little more nurturing practice today, which I know is unusual. And don't worry, I'll do Vinyasa and we'll move. But we're going to really kind of like ground down and give some care to our joints, our hips, and our shoulders specifically. That's all I got. Come on your back. Cross your right ankle on your left side. And then just pause there. Let me just put everybody on mute. And then take some breaths there. So you just got ankle to knee pose. Good. And then take the arms out like a cactus. Take some deep breaths across the chest. Keep the legs, take them over to the left. Good. Little gentle pressure, ankle to that thigh, and then the knee on the right leg just kind of extends outward. Just feel that hip, whatever greets you in there. Come back to center, right leg to the sky. Left foot can stay down flat, or you can take that left leg out straight. Any amount, lengthen the leg out to straight, any amount to straight. That might not be totally straight. It's going to be different on everyone. Good. And then deepening the crease of this hip, maybe the leg draws in a bit. Good. Keep the leg up. Take the arms out to the side. Take a breath in. Root the hands down. Root the shoulders down. Exhale. Inhale. Open the right leg out to the right without touching it. And then exhale. Draw back into center. Think of closing off. Take an inhale. Take it across to the left. And then come back up to center. And you're just going to keep moving like that. So you inhale to the side. You exhale to center. You inhale to the other side. And you come back to center. A few more on your own.
Bright lights when I see you. Far away, I never see through. Cold eyes got it deep in my mind. Cold legs.
This time when the leg comes over to the left, you can bend the knee if you want. You're going to hang here for a few breaths. I've got the assistance of my wall here. It's kind of giving me this lovely little hold. And then back up to center, right foot on the ground, left ankle crosses, arms like a cactus. Take a few breaths here, just root the shoulders, root the hips. Smooth out the breath. Really allow the mind to rest in that inhale-exhale pattern. When we give ourselves the ability to kind of rest in the breath, rest the mind in the breath, we get to have different thoughts than what we have if we just let our mind kind of spiral out. And I'm not saying that you have to control your thoughts, just keep coming back to your breath. That's why I always say just keep coming back to your breath. Think less about controlling your thoughts, more about coming back to your breath. And then take both legs in this shape over to the right. And then gently left knee away. I said this in my live class on Saturday, so if anyone is here that was there or is watching this back, so that I'm not like super repetitive. But I think it's interesting how we have the opportunity to think about endless things, like millions of different things. And yet we tend to reside our attention, our thoughts in like the same 10 thoughts. They just keep shuffling in and out, right? I could be the only one that does that, but I doubt that. So notice where your mind goes. Come back to center. Take this left leg up. Right leg can stay flat, foot flat, knee bent, or the whole leg can go out to 3. And then support on the left leg. Try to straighten the left leg as much as you can. So I'm imagining sending my foot away from my hip, up, 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 and keeping the hip really heavy. And then maybe the leg comes in toward you, but maybe it does not. And just knowing that that's fine if it does not. And then your arms come out to the side like a T. You're going to take the left leg to the left with an inhale. Your exhale draws it back in. Inhale over to the right. And exhale back to center. Keep going like that, just like we did on the first side. Using that exhale, that natural contraction of your abdominals, to help to draw the leg back up with control. Next time you come across to the right, you're going to hold that left leg over there. You can bend the knee if it feels better. Keep the shoulders rooted as much as you can. Come back into center, and then make your way onto your hands and your knees. And then on hands and knees, take your right hand to your left shoulder. Keep your right shoulder facing the ground. So try not to drop it down toward the left arm. Try not to open it up toward the sky. Just kind of stay neutral here. Press that left hand down even more so that you feel the left shoulder really starting to connect into the back. So there's lots and lots of strength there. Yeah. Really nice. Tuck your toes. If you can, from here, you're going to go right into down dog. If you need to put your hand down, you'll put your hand down. You're coming into down dog. Right hand is going to reach for the left calf or ankle. Come through center and plank. Breath in to the belly, exhale. Shalabhasana, feet stretch back, hands stretch back. Lengthen the legs as much as you can, lengthen the arms as much as you can. Without bringing the hands together, try to bring the hands as close together as you can. Inhale, and then hands and knees. Left hand to your right shoulder. Just hold your center. So this shouldn't feel crazy hard unless like you're working with a shoulder injury or a wrist injury or something, but that's more painful than hard, although pain can make things hard. But there's an awareness of your center here, of that left side body engaging your obliques so that you don't twist. But missing this pillar of the left arm, you really have to stabilize. And then tuck your toes. If you can, you'll just keep this. Come into down dog and then take the left hand to the right ankle or calf. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale to your belly. Shalabhasana again. This time, arms like a cactus here. And then hug the elbows in toward the rib cage, kind of like little chicken wings. Take another breath here. Downward facing dog, exhale. Good, walk your feet to your hands. Come halfway with your inhale. and fold with your exhale. Rise to stand, inhale, and bring your hands into your heart with your exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward, yes. Come halfway up, inhale. Right foot steps back. Right knee gently to the floor if it's okay. If your knee doesn't feel good on the floor, you don't have to put it down. You'll come into crescent pose instead of Anjaneyasana. So if you're okay, back knee is down. Left foot's front, right foot's back. Engage the right glutes. Lift the heart up. Good. Little, when I say little, like a half an inch probably, maybe an inch. You're going to take an inhale, lift up. You're going to exhale, press the hips forward. Inhale, exhale. Really squeeze on that right glute so that you start to get into the front of that right hip. Yes. You don't start to, you continue to get into that right hip. Last two. One more. Beautiful. Release the hands down. Step back to plank. Breath in and plank. Belly down, exhale. Cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Pause. Take an inhale. Exhale fully. Inhale. Right foot steps forward, exhale. Left knee down if it's okay. Anjaneyasana or crescent if you want to keep that knee up. Good. Engage the left glute. Lift up higher with the inhale and then sink a little forward. Inhale, push the front foot. Exhale, sink. The whole time you're engaging the left hip. The back of the hip, the glute. Two more. Beautiful. Bring your hands down. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Little pause on the top. Bend the elbows out to the side. Lift the heart to the sky. Reach back up. And then bring your hands down. Halfway inhale. Left foot steps back. Left knee gently to the ground. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Squeeze the left glute. Exhale, release your hands down. Plank. Inhale. To the floor, exhale. Cobra, inhale. Dog pose, exhale. Full breath in. And exhale out. Inhale. Left knee to your chest. Place your left foot forward. Right knee down. Inhale. Anjaneyasana. Squeeze the right glute. Hands come down. Step right foot to the top of your mat. Come halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway, inhale. Right foot back, exhale. Crescent, inhale. Take a little pause here. Put a bend in the back leg. And then engage the right hip. Yes. Beautiful. Little rock forward and back. Just like we did in Anjaneyasana. Yes. Beautiful. And then bring your hands down. Step back, plank. Breath in. Chaturanga or the floor. Or skip it and go right to down dog. Your back bend of choice. Downward facing dog. From down dog, right leg back with your inhale. Right foot steps forward, exhale. Crescent pose, inhale. Squeeze the left glutes. Little rock forward and back. One more inhale. Bring your hands down, step to the top of your mat. Come halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, push the ground away, rise up. Reach to the sky, stay here, bend the elbows, lift the heart. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, bow forward. Yes. Come halfway with your inhale. Left foot steps back, exhale. Inhale, crescent. Bring your hands down to the ground, step back to plank, breath in. Chaturanga or the floor, or skip it. Inhale, lift. Downward facing dog. Using this time to build heat and to build rhythm of the breath. Left leg back, inhale. Place your left foot forward. Crescent, inhale. And then top of the mat, hands and feet. Halfway inhale. And fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Bring your hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow. Halfway, inhale. Plank. Breath in and plank. Low plank or the ground. Rise, open, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breath is steady, breath is even. Inhale to the toes. Bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise. Bring your hands into your heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale and bow. Halfway, inhale. Your path to downward facing dog. Listen to your body. What do you need today? Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Last time, Surya Namaskara A. Bow forward. Lengthen the spine, pull the gaze and the heart forward. Take it back to down dog. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, knees bend, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, rise up. Step both feet a little wider. Exhale, Malasana. Good. Whatever depth is good on your body. Good. Yes. Beautiful. Take a few breaths here. Lift the heart up. Really good. Take one more breath in. Release your hands down. Step your left foot back. Move your right foot forward. Right foot a little on an angle, not a huge angle, just a little turned open with the toes. The knee follows that line. Blocks are great here. Both hands down, back leg crazy strong. Pull your feet toward each other. Back knee down, optional. Back foot, optional. Squeeze your left hip, your glutes, your booty. Yes. So you can kind of play with the push and pull here, the hand pulling and the foot pushing. And then I like to kind of find that in between where I'm pushing away and I'm pulling in. So my arm is going to go to straight, my foot is pressing away. So I'm getting both shoulder and hip. Sometimes you want to prioritize one, sometimes you want it all. Your call. One more breath in. If you have the foot, release it carefully. Good. Slide your right foot back a little bit. Turn the right toes to the right. Come onto the pinky side of the left foot and then lifting up. Yes. Good. Reach the arm overhead. Press the hips up as high as you can. Really nice. We're going to turn toward the back of the mat. So what you're going to do is you're going to lower the hip back down. You're going to turn toward the back of your mat. Your left leg is extended out. You're going to slide your right knee on top of your left leg, half Gomukhasana, Ardha Gomukhasana if it's okay. Yep. So this leg is bent, knee to knee. Alternatively, if this doesn't feel good on your body, come into Janu Shishasana with your right foot to the inner left leg. Rise up, inhale. Maybe come forward, but we're not looking to take that foot necessarily. Keep sending the energy forward. Beautiful. Yes, yes. Dig that left heel down. Come back to your breath. Inhale, rise back up. And then pivot back around to your left. So you're going to come all the way around. Actually, it's to your left. Yeah, it was your left, but it's the right side of your mat. It's very confusing, but it was to your left. And then three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Open up the hip if it feels good. You're welcome to flip over, but if you're just kind of taking it easy today, maybe just stay where you are, circle the knee around. Yep. And then right foot's going to come back to the top of your mat. And left knee comes gently down. Half splits. And dig that right heel down. Draw the hip back. So I hate telling you what I'm going to do in the beginning of class because then you already have like a preconceived notion of what you're going to get, and also you're like either like yay, or maybe you're neutral, or you're like that's not what I was looking for today. And all of those things are valid and fair. They're not wrong, they're right. Whatever you feel is right. But I did tell you what we're going to do today was do a little bit like quieter and more nurturing. That doesn't mean that you can't add in. This is like a lesson in self-regulation. If you came and you were looking to get a sweat right now, you'll find some way to make it happen. You'll add in handstands, or you'll add in extra chaturangas. Come forward. Malasana, step to the top of your mat. Maybe you take a crow pose here instead of Malasana. And I'm not mad at you if you want to do that. It's fantastic. We can be in different poses and be practicing together still, which is so cool. Take another breath in. And then bring your hands down. Step your right foot back. Your left foot, your toes, your knee are on a slight angle here. And then power up the back leg. Pull the heart forward. Pull the gaze forward. Work the arms like crazy. I've said this a million times. It's like a plank with your left foot forward. Your right leg is in plank. Your torso, your shoulders, your arms are in plank. You just happen to have this left foot forward. Engage the right hip. Slowly right knee down. You can also stay right here if you prefer. And then reach back and find the foot if it feels good. You can play with that pull and push. Right hip is working. You can make this whatever you want. If you want to come down on your forearm, I didn't say that on the first side, but you know that. I can see you. Last breath in. Release the foot. Bring the hand around. Slide this left foot back a little bit. Come onto the pinky side of your right foot. And then open up. Yes. Press down into your feet. Good. Take the arm overhead. Lift the hips as high as you can. Really nice. Slowly start to sink this right hip down. Come around. Left knee is crossed on top of your right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Maybe come forward any amount. Good. Again, I'm not looking to take the foot. I can do that all day. Work a little power here in the center. A little breath work, a little control. And we'll take this deeper later, I promise. We got to be strong before we can go in deep. Inhale, rise up. Gonna come back out the same way you came in. Left leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. And then left foot comes forward. Right knee down. Oh, sorry, I lied. Take it back. Take it back. Open up your hip. Whoopsies. We caught it though. If you took a wild thing on the first side, you got a second shot here. I was so excited to get into half splits. Now we'll go to half splits. Bring that left foot forward. Right knee down. Last breath in. And then front leg bends, Malasana again. Good. Really beautiful. One more inhale. Forward fold with your exhale. Good. Take your hands behind your arms, behind your legs. Put a bend in your knees. See if you can like wrap the arms together, and then just keeping that connection of the arms like lacing against each other. Start to straighten the legs any amount. Drop the head, drop the torso. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, rise all the way up. Sweep the arms up. Bend the elbows, open the heart. Inhale, rise up. Malasana, sink down. Take a breath in. Release your hands down. Left foot back, right foot comes forward. Left knee down to the ground if you'd like, or not, just stay where you are. Good. Release this. Come into this version of Vashisthasana with that right leg bent. Lift up, sink down. Facing the back of your mat. Half Gomukhasana. Maybe come forward a little deeper. Rise up. Come back out the same way you came in. Right leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Open up the hip. Again, maybe just stay here. Circle the knee. Maybe take it over to wild thing. And then right foot comes to the top of the mat. Half splits. Maybe you're comfortable coming right into full splits here. And then we're going to step back to the top of the mat, Malasana. Breath in. Hands release down, exhale. Right foot steps back. Pull the heart forward. Possibly put the back knee down and find the foot. Good. Release that. Turn to the left. Push down. Lift up. And then release it. Come all the way around to the back of your mat, and then half Gomukhasana. Come back around the same way you came in. Left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Open the hip. Maybe you just circle the knee here, which feels glorious. Maybe you come into wild thing. And then left foot to the top of the mat, half splits or full splits. And then come forward. Malasana. Good. If you need to, put your hands down the ground behind you and then roll back. Legs are up. Shoulders are up. Good. Legs start to go a little bit on an angle here. I know this doesn't feel very grounding and nurturing. It's grounding. Good. Left leg lowers down. Curl up the shoulders a little more. Find the right leg. You can put your head down. You can put your left leg down if you want, or you can keep the shoulders up. You can keep the leg lifting and start to bring the leg and the torso closer together. Both legs up. Shoulders stay up if it's okay, or they come back up. Right leg lowers down. Left leg starts to move in. And you have the same option. Put the leg down if you want. Put the shoulders, the head down if you want. Or work the leg and the chest toward each other. So you're drawing up and you're drawing in. Yes. Both legs up. Come into boat pose. Good. Beautiful. Bend your right leg. Bend your left leg. Either cross it in front or cross it on top. And then rise up. Lift up. Beautiful. So fire log pose, double pigeon, whatever you want to call it. Or just simple cross leg. You're going to reach to your left.
What would you do if it all came back to you? Each crest of each wave, bright as lightning.
Inhale, rise up. Check out your legs. Just switch the cross.
What would you say
or the staff.
if you had to leave today?
Yeah, you can use your hands if you need to, but it's kind of fun to see if you can go without. Good. To the other side.
Leave everything behind, even though for once you're shining.
Let your hips get heavy. Come back to your breath.
You're standing on higher ground, but when you hear the sound, you realize it's just the wind. And you notice it matters who and what you let under your skin. If put to the test, would you step back from a line of fire?
Inhale, rise up. Come through center, boat.
Hold everything back, all emotions send aside.
Soles of the feet together. Rise up. Come forward on the mountain.
Convince yourself to be someone else and look back from the world.
So good.
Your lack of confidence, what you choose to believe in, dictates your rise or your fall. Dictates your rise or your fall. With no one else around you, no one to understand you, no one to hear your calls. Look through all your dark corners when you're backed up against a wall.
Inhale, rise. Back up.
Back from a line of fire.
Last boat pose.
Step back from a line of fire. Step back from a line of fire.
Good. Make your way to downward facing
Back
dog.
from a line of fire.
Smooth out your breath. Right leg stretches back. Open up the front of the right hip. Don't flip over. Just do some circles here in case you didn't do them before. Circles with the knee. Good. Reverse it. Can you make it a little bigger? And then right foot comes to the top of the mat. Good. Warrior two. Press your feet down. Balance the energy between your back and your front leg. Allow your spine to lengthen up, to sink into the hips. And then arms extend out. Equal work arm to arm and between the arms and the legs. Good. Press into the big toe on the right foot. Actually, push into both the big toes. On the right leg, gently pull the knee, or this awareness of the knee opening to the right, just a smidge. Check in with your breath. Check in with your thoughts. Check in with your patterns. Straighten the front leg, inhale. Triangle. Right hand block floor on your shin or on your foot. Connect to your center. So feel your hips working, feel your belly working, stabilize the pelvis. The stronger you are here, the more freedom you're going to have in the spine, in the limbs. Broaden your upper back, broaden your chest. Come back to your breath. Inhale, rise up. And then pivot the right toes, Prasarita Padottanasana. Release the head down. Come halfway, inhale. Fold back down. If you're comfortable in a headstand, or if you want to get some heat and energy and you want to come up into a handstand, do whatever feels good to you right here, right now. Beautiful. Yes. Yes. Really nice. Really nice. You've got another 10 breaths or so you have time. You have time to go up. You also have time just to be here, to let the spine decompress, to let the head hang, to relax the jaw and focus on your breathing. Last few breaths. If you're in a headstand, start the process of coming down. And then everyone inhale, lengthen. Come to the top of your mat for Skandasana. So bending this right knee, turning the right toes a little forward. This can be really high here, or it could be really deep. If you want to wrap the arms, go for it.
For the basement, I want you speaking in tongues. You know what they say about those when they come together like we're together. You can't let them slip away. You can't let them
One
slip
more
away.
breath in. Bring your hands around. Plank with an inhale. Belly with your exhale, please. Right arm is going to bend. And look to the left, roll onto the right side. Lots of options here. Lots of options. Press this forearm down, the hand down. Maybe pick up the left leg. You can bend the knee. You can find your foot. You can put the left foot on the ground behind the right leg. Listen to your body. Maybe pick up the right leg a little and shift it forward. One more inhale. Slowly come back through center. And then right over to the other side. Left elbow out to the side, arm is bent. Roll onto your left side, looking to the right. Stay here if you want. Maybe bend the top leg. Find the foot if it feels good. You can kick the left leg forward a little bit.
So unpredictable, but one thing I know for sure, you turn my sixes to nines, frequently flat. We can't deny, no, it's feeding tonight. I know I
slowly back into center.
When I look into your eyes,
hands laced behind the hips if it's okay. Lift the feet, lift the heart. Shalabhasana this time, hands laced. Feel that space we just created across the front of the shoulders. Last breath in, release down. Tuck your toes, press back, downward facing dog. Left leg back, inhale. Open the front of the left hip if it feels good. Do some circles with the knee. If you can increase that circle, like the range of motion in that circle, the circumference. And then reverse it. And then we're going to take this left foot to the top of your mat. And warrior two. This is like the only long hold. Well, that's not true. We did it in triangle too, but just this sequence. So notice how when you come into a pose, like where your mind goes. Are you on the breath? But also you have all the information you need for the second side, right? You probably knew it on the first side even, because most of you have been with me for a long time. Do you kind of like go down this, like not even realizing you're doing it, but like a little checklist of like, where do you need to be, your feet, blah, 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 blah. Come into a sense of equanimity in the body. So you have the info, your brain's seen this, your body's seen this, not just today, but many times. So we go from like the checklist to just this overall sense of being in a posture. And you can fine tune, you can go to a single thing, like what's going on in my feet. But intentionally feeling your whole body, your whole being in this pose without segmenting it. Because you know it. You know it. And so when you follow that breath and that intention, you start to make little adjustments, maybe without even realizing you're making them, or what it is that you're moving to make that adjustment. It just starts to happen. I want you to trust yourself. And then straighten the front leg and triangle. You can adjust your feet if you need to. If your feet got a little long there and it feels now a little unstable, just fix the feet to where you need them to be. That's part of following your intuition. That's why I don't give you heel to heel, heel to alignment, arch to alignment, any of that, because it's going to be very different on all of you. So feeling from the ground up. rise with an inhale. And then pivot your left foot. Good. Prasarita, you have the same option. You can take A with the hands like you're going into chaturanga. You can take a headstand again. If it feels good to you today, maybe take your feet with your hands. You can wrap the big toes with your fingers, or you can hold the heels or the calves. If your stance is really wide from triangle and you're pretty mobile here, I would suggest shortening or making the stance a little narrower, foot to foot. So you've got some space for your head. If you're on the tighter side, it might feel better to take your feet wider so you can actually let your spine come down. You're not dangling in midair. Yeah.
I look okay in the magic in the right light with the right amount of power, and I'm okay with the life of the sunflower, and I'm okay with the life of a meteor.
Last 4 breaths here or so.
Say what you will.
And then lengthen the spine forward. Come to the top of your mat for Skandasana on this left leg. Yes. If you want to wrap it, you can. Can be high or low.
Just say what you will. You're gonna do it anyway. Say what you will. I can find my way with no
Last couple breaths.
I can take my place without becoming sad. I might not make all.
Good. Come around. Step back to plank. Breath in and plank. To your belly, exhale. Shalabhasana or Dhanurasana. Or maybe Cobra. Yes. Child's pose. And pause.
Say what you will. Go and say what you will. Say what you will.
Rise to hands and knees. Left hand to the sky, inhale. And then thread that left arm over to the right. Maybe this right arm extends overhead. And as always, you can explore this pose however you like. Sometimes I like to take my right hand and give pressure to my left hand. Maybe the right leg comes out to the side. Few more breaths. And then bring your right hand under your right shoulder, push down, come back into center. Right arm to the sky. Yes. And then thread over to the left. And then all the same options. Which is basically completely open-ended. So whatever your options are, whatever you decide to do. Because I gave you no restrictions. There's no parameters here. can bring your left hand on your left shoulder, come back through center. Come into down dog. And then right shin comes forward. Release the shin down. And 5 breaths in pigeon. It's not super long, 5 breaths. Rise up. Back to dog. Left shin comes forward. Pigeon. 5 breaths. Rise up, back to down dog. Good. Options, options, options. First option, stay where you are, move yourself to a wall, and you can take a headstand, a handstand, any inversion like that. If you're like, no, I want to keep things chill, we're going to go legs up the wall, and here's how you're going to do legs up the wall. You'll come sideways, hip pretty close to the wall, just enough space to kind of get yourself around, and then legs come up. If your booty's really far away, that's fine if your hamstrings are tight, but if your hamstrings are pretty open, kind of push the elbows down and scoot your butt right up into the wall. Legs can be here. Legs can be in Baddha Konasana. They can be wide. They can be however you want them to be. Good. And if you're taking an inversion, like headstand or handstand, you'll be there for about a minute more, actually. And then when you're done there, you'll come out and you're going to come to legs up the wall or just to your back. So you decide. And when you've all arrived into a place of quiet, whether it's legs on the wall or lying flat, bring a hand to your heart, a hand to your belly. Allow the breath to be easy, just flowing in and out, but feel the rise, the fall. If your legs are up the wall, here's how you're going to come out. If you need to kind of inch yourself back a little bit, you can bend the knees and scoot your butt back. Bring the soles of the feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana. And then take the knees over to the right. If you're lying on your back, bend your knees, roll it to your side, come all the way up to sitting. We're going to take a few breaths here. Hands on your thighs. Bring your hands together at your heart. Lift your heart into your hands. Take a breath to lengthen the spine. And then exhale. Bow your mind to your heart. Rise, inhale. Eyes open gently. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for being here. Have a splendid week. I'm here